heavy, you've run out of road, and you're praying out loud as you stumble through the rain and snow. I'll walk out and find you. I'll carry you home. When you can't speak, 'cause the words are too strong, and every time that you try, it just comes out all wrong. When your heart's screaming out, but no one can hear your song, oh, I'll sing it for you. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. So rest your heart easy. I'll carry you home. So wander this world now, fearless and free. Climb every mountain and sail every sea. But if you wander too far into the great unknown, you know I will find you. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. So rest your heart easy. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. Honey, rest your heart easy. I'll carry you home. Rest your heart easy. I'll carry you home.
Whoa.
Hi, everyone. Wow, it's been a long time.
We're back.
We're back, everybody. We're so glad that you are here and with us tonight. It's been a bit of a wild ride.
We were on a break.
We were on a break. Yes, we were definitely on a break. And you know what? We're just going to tell you guys what's been going on. Not to get into too great a detail, but in September, first weekend of September, I got really sick and was like spinning and sick and went to the hospital and I am still dizzy and still nauseated, but I have missed this, and I know, Craig, you've missed doing this show so much, and it brings us so much joy that I'm like, you know what? We're going to do it. And if we have to, cut it short for reasons that maybe I'm sick, then we will do that. But, there is something to be said for doing stuff you love, and it's so life-giving, and I feel great. So there you go. A little dizzy, but what are you going to do?
Yep. So we do have a full show planned. We'll see how it goes. We should also mention, though, the reason why we started our break. Tell them about that. Remember? Because it's been a while. It's been since July.
Yes.
And the reason we started our summer break was...
We went to New Brunswick.
We actually went to New Brunswick.
Yes.
Surprise!
Surprise. We yes, we got to New Brunswick and we were there to see my parents. And we were there for 2 weeks and a day. And the last day we went out to St. Andrews and looked around and did some shopping. Most of it was buying sanitizer and stuff that we can't get here. And then we drove back. So, yeah, but it was really good to be home. And I know Mom and Dad are watching. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Yep, your mom says, it is wonderful to have you back.
Aw.
Yeah, we got a lot of folks watching. So, we're going to take maybe a bit of a romper room break.
for sure.
Right now, we've got so many people,
Yeah.
and we missed you all. And we do our best to get
missed you guys very much.
to all of your comments
We'll
for sure.
keep you
so.
guys updated. I don't know what's wrong with me yet, but got a
Yes.
CT scan coming up.
She
so.
is as of yet undiagnosed, and it's been certainly keeping you from doing what you love. But recently we've tried ramping
Haven't done
you.
anything.
We've tried kind of getting you back into just playing music because you couldn't even do that at first.
No.
You couldn't really sing.
No,
So
it's been rough.
Yeah.
Very, very rough. But anyway,
So I love you.
glad.
and,
I love you too, honey.
Yeah, I've been kind of happy to help make your life as good as I possibly can while you weren't able to do pretty much most, if not all, of the things that you love. So
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us tonight, everyone.
yeah.
So let's do a little check-in. Who do we have here? Well,
One of my favorite comments so far, and it's because you and I actually said this. Chris McQueen, hey Chris, hey Liv, said felt slightly emotional hearing the intro reel. So did we.
Yes, we did.
We haven't heard that in a long time.
No, it's
So
true.
playing it was kind of emotional.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So Livia's watching. Hi, Livia.
Hey Liv.
And Isaac. Hey, Isaac.
Hey
And-
Isaac.
Oh, Melissa. Melissa Anderson Creighton is watching.
Hey.
Melissa. She's on Prince Edward Island. Linda Cobra is watching. Hi,
Hey,
Linda.
Linda.
Oh, I miss you so much. And Tracy Darling is watching. I miss you too,
Hey,
Tracy.
Tracy.
Constance is watching. Woody's watching. Deb is watching.
Hey,
Deb
Woody.
says hello. Hello, Deb. Polly Knight.
We should definitely talk about Woody in a little bit.
Oh, we definitely will talk about that. Glenna says, welcome back. Hi, Glenna. We saw Glenna when we were in New Brunswick
yes.
at the Save Easy or
Yeah.
the Independent.
That was awesome.
It
we
was
got to
awesome.
see Glenna when we were down there.
Yep. Julie is watching.
Hey,
Heather
Julia.
says, hey, guys. Hey. And Julia says, hi there. I love you too, Laura. Laura's watching. Lindsay says, oh, Aunt Linda's watching. Hey, Aunt Linda. Thanks, Lindsay. Ruth Switzer is watching. Thanks, Mom. It's wonderful to be back. Jim Kinney's watching. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Constance. Laura Lang says, hello.
And Laura wants to know are those new glasses?
They're not new. These are Craig's reading glasses. I have my contacts in, but
They're the
my
shopper's
eyes
special.
definitely have changed.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah. So, Bessie McVicker. Thank you so much, Bessie. Annie. Thanks, Steph. Thank you so much. Oh, it's good to be here. Hey, Charlie's here. Elena.
Hey, Charlie and Heather.
Elena and I are going to chat tomorrow. I was going to tell her all about what's been going on.
Yeah,
On
don't
Dana.
forget to tune into the Charlie and Heather show, and that's
Yes.
on Sunday
night,
evenings.
7 o'clock Ontario time, 8 o'clock Maritime time.
Yeah, Atlantic time.
Yes. Heather, thanks. Thanks for my hair. Laura Lang, Sean, I love you. Don't throw that'll gross you out. Oh, we can't talk about that, but
Was that Charlie?
yeah. I've been through a bit. So is Craig.
Yeah, so we won't talk about that. The people closest to you know what you've been through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're sorry. We kind of went off social media for a while there, and then part of that was on purpose. Part of it was because it was hard. It was hard to figure out what we would do with the show because it was so up in the air, and just with just the global climate, it was like social media just wasn't the place to be. So we just decided to spend a lot of time together. I mean, I was working a lot, but we spent as much time together as we could and just kind of focus on, just making sure that you
Weren't dizzy.
weren't dizzy. Anyway.
Oh, I laugh, but it's crazy.
Sean.
Sean, I have not been this excited for one of your shows ever. Thanks, Shawnee.
Yeah, and you're getting a lot of positive messages. Isaac says, rooting for your continued recovery. I think.
Thanks,
Jim
guys.
As well, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow. Loved you guys. Loved you guys too. Peter Light's watching. Hey.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, we have had Peter's light stand for a very long time, and he's going to get it back. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
Peter Light's light has appeared as a joke many times on the show. So actually, Peter and I were in contact for the first time today in a while just about that very light stand. So.
Did you see Lara? It was like the real romper room. My boy Isaac thought you were actually saying hi to him.
Yeah.
Hi, Isaac. We are saying hi to you.
Yeah, we are. So this is realer than Romper Room.
Oh, look, Jim Kinney was in New Brunswick for 3.5 months. Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow. Check out Peepers for readers, Andrea. One of Oprah's faves. They will. Okay, great. Jim has the best taste. He got me onto these.
There we go.
These shoes too. Oh my gosh.
Jim is he's our influencer in the audience. So thanks for that tip.
Yes. And Heidi, hooray! I'm a little late, but happy to be here. Love
So
you
happy
too.
to have you, Heidi.
Yes. Yes. It's great. It is great to be doing this. Yeah. It's worth some of the pain I might suffer later
The discomfort.
on.
So
Yes.
everybody keep your eye on Andrea. If I'm busy playing the drums or operating the console,
all
if
good.
you see her falling over, make sure
No.
to say something in chat. I'm just kidding.
Do you know what's awful though? I believe in karma, and my dear sweet mother had vertigo. It's the worst feeling in the world. Now I know. Back when I was probably in high school, and I remember I drove into St. John and she was with me, and probably university too, and she was hanging on to me and she was like stumbling all over the place. I'm like, Mom, people probably think you're drinking. You're drunk, Mom.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Didn't
Mom,
that come back to bite you?
it really did.
Oh, here's my product placement. I'm drinking a crafty Radler from
New Brunswick.
from Pump House in Moncton, New Brunswick. We bought a bunch of this when we were down in New Brunswick just before we left. Bought some in St. Andrews, and I don't drink a whole lot, so they've actually lasted me this long. This is my last one. So
How many did you get?
cheers to everyone out there.
Did you get 6?
I think I only got 6. That's how little I drink. So,
Yeah, but it lasted you a while. We're almost in November.
but I'm definitely having a drink with the show tonight. Very, very, very exciting. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Andrea can't drink, so definitely
all
that'll
good.
earn some more sympathy.
It's all good.
So we were
It's
having
all
lots
good.
of votes for hearing about cornbran and seagulls. So we're definitely going to get to some stories.
Yes, I'll tell us some stories, Sean, for sure.
So tonight it might even go long. We'll see. So yeah, but
Where do I have to go?
what, you want to get to another tune tonight?
Well, yeah. Now, this song, not that, well, kind of goes out to Sean. He was the one who, suggested it. And I was kind of thinking about doing it anyway.
Cheers, Isaac.
But but this song that I'm going to do is a great song, and it is called "I Am Woman" and written by Helen Reddy. And Helen Reddy passed away September the 29th of this year, just about a month ago. She was 78. She died from dementia. But it's this song is like, it turned out to be an anthem,
Oh, yeah.
and not just for women. It's just a song about empowerment, and it became such an enduring anthem for the women's movement at the time. Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
And darn if isn't fun to play.
It's very fun,
Yeah.
and this was a number one hit in 1972. It sold over 1 million copies.
Wow.
Yeah. A few fun little facts. So she was laying in bed one night, lying. Sorry. Hens lay eggs. People lie down. That's what Anne Murray said. So she was lying in bed one night, and the words, "I am strong, I am invincible, I am woman," it kept going over and over in her head, and she says she was divinely inspired and chosen to get a message across. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And for those playing the My Living Room Live drinking game, Anne Murray's name came up for the first time this episode, so take a drink.
There you go. So some of you only equate one song with Helen Reddy. Some people aren't aware that she had many hits, and she was from Australia, and she came over to the States, and she had 15 singles on the top 40 of the Billboard Top 100. In 1974, she was she won favorite pop rock female artist at the American Music Awards. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that.
Well, there you go. So
I always learn something when you do your little
I enjoy this stuff.
your little fact moments.
And she retired in 2002, and she went back to university and became a hypnotherapist and a motivational
oh
speaker.
my goodness,
Isn't that
hypnotherapist.
cool?
Yeah.
And then she came out of retirement, and she did a little bit more singing. And a side note, at a party at Reddy's house, she was encouraging Olivia Newton-John, because they're both from Australia, to immigrate, or at least to come over to the States. And Olivia Newton-John was at a party at Helen Reddy's house, and she met Alan Carr, famous film producer, and it helped her win the starring role in Grease. So there you go. Helen Reddy had something to do with that. Isn't that cool? It's a fun little side note.
All sorts of things that you love in your life. They're all kind of interconnected somehow.
Yes. Sean says, how many times does she actually sing Hear Me Roar?
Well, you can count and let us know.
Yes.
After this.
Pete's Dragon. That's right, Sean. She was in Pete's Dragon. I love the music in that show, too. So, anyway, everybody. So, here we go. Here's a song that I love. And I hope you feel empowered when you hear this song. I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore, and I know too much to go back and pretend, 'cause I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible, I am woman. You can bend but never break me, 'cause it only serves to make me more determined to achieve my final goal. And I've come back even stronger, not a novice any longer, 'cause you've deepened the conviction in my soul. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible, I am woman. I am woman, watch me grow, see me standing toe to toe, as I spread my love and arms across the land. But I'm still an embryo with a long, long way to go, until I make my brother understand. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible, I am That was fun. Oh, there we go. That was a good time for me.
I'm out of practice. Missed that button down there.
That was quite fun.
Oh, what a great song.
It is a great song.
So fun.
Do you know who introduced me to that song? I'm sure I had heard it before. Charlie Rondres.
Who's watching? That's
Charlie
Heather.
Rondres. Yeah.
Charlie of the Charlie and Heather show. Now, you should also, speaking of Charlie, you should also check out, he's got a Stompin' Tom Connor's The Myth and the Man Facebook page where he's hosting interviews with lots of folks who are in Stompin' Tom's life, and it's become quite a thing. It's quite good. We've been tuning
it's
in.
fantastic. It's so fantastic.
So if you're a fan of Stomping Tom Connors, or just a fan of music
Stomping.
and music history, lots of fun insider conversations there about
it's awesome.
about Tom's life. So.
Yeah. It's great. Really, 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 really great. Yeah. So we have lots of talented friends.
Yes, we do. So you want to talk about one in particular?
Yes. Two. Oh, see, Charlie, I love this song. Great job. See, I knew he loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it.
Who doesn't love that song? Heather says, "Sing it, lady."
It's such a fun song.
Heidi says you did her proud.
Aw,
Aw.
thanks,
No.
Heidi. So our good friend Woody Woodburn organized like
Completely organized.
this incredible concert that Craig and I went to 2 weeks ago
Yep.
Saturday, and not not none other than Jim Cuddy played at this concert. So
Our friend and talented musician Woody Woodburn organized
The
a
entire-
Jim Cuddy concert.
it was incredible, and it was all. It was very safe.
Yeah.
We were all in our cars, so there was no contact to anyone. So you could see the performers on the stage, and then they had a huge, like a drive-in,
Yeah.
really, theater.
Yeah, he partnered up with a group that does, that has these like drive-in theater screens and equipment that allows you to listen to the music from the stage on your FM radio
Yep.
dial in your car, and it sounded incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Really, really great. And our good friend Ian Reed,
Oh, Ian was
he's
awesome.
so wonderful. He opened the show, and then Woody and his band played after Ian,
Yep.
and they opened
for
for
Jim
Jim Cuddy, and it was the Jim Cuddy trio, and it was just fantastic. And I'm still amazed that Woody put the whole thing together.
Yep.
It was stellar. There were I don't know if I think they were sold out.
Yeah, it was
Like,
it was pretty packed.
It was in Georgetown.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Well run, very safe.
Very safe.
And Jim, I remember Jim Cuddy saying during the show, like he liked the concept so much that he was like, I can see this continuing on for a while, like actually doing these types of concerts.
Yeah, and instead of clapping, we honked our horns.
Honked the horns,
It
and that was awesome.
It was great. It was a little cool. I know that I'm sure the players and their fingers were cold, but
Yeah, and we had an issue with our with our battery the next day because we were running our.
that wasn't the next day.
Was the next day?
That was last weekend.
Oh.
That's when we went to Jiffy Lube.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
So anyway, yeah. So you got to make sure to turn your car on to keep your battery nice and charged.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was great. It was just great. Anyway.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steph was there too. Steph says
Yeah,
it was
he
an
says
amazing
just about sold out.
concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
So.
wonderful. Really, really wonderful.
So yeah, all the things we love are interconnected.
I know.
Ian Reed, we love Ian. He's been on the show a couple times, and Woody's been on the show a couple times, and of course Jim Cuddy, who we talk about all the time, all came together.
It was pretty incredible.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
this wonderful evening. So anyway,
Yeah, it was wonderful. And I remember Charlie says, I used to sing it all the time. I am strong. I am woman. I remember that. I love it. Yeah, so I always think of you, Charlie.
and yes, Carl Borelman is watching.
Oh, hey, Carl. Yeah, it was awesome. Yes, Carl Barrowman's watching, Sean. You could think of ways to get. Yes. We snuggled. Actually, there was a couple beside us.
Oh, they were getting warmed up. Let me tell you.
They got warmed up. They moved to the back seat.
Oh, they
and
moved
all
to the
their
back seat.
windows were all steamed up.
They moved to the back seat early.
It was awesome.
Anyway, it was fun to see.
Anyway.
Absolutely fun to see.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So, anybody out there got any fun stories? What's going on with all you people?
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
Since really July.
Yeah. And
been
it's
3 months.
October. This is insane.
Yeah. You guys doing Halloween? What's going on there for Halloween? We are not, because we are in Ontario. We are not partaking
We're in the thick of it.
in anything to do with Halloween, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
However, it is 1 year.
Yep.
And then hopefully next year things will be
Yep.
back on track.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we all pull together and do our parts.
Oh, people, come on. I
People.
think the people watching this are sensible.
Of course, they're watching this.
Of course,
They're sensible.
They're sensible. Of course they are.
So we need you to tell your friends.
Just put a mask on.
Yeah.
And stop hanging out with people.
Yeah.
I mean, you maritime people, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You guys have your maritime bubble, but
Yes.
not here. Not here.
Although
Anyway.
there've been some cases in New Brunswick, gave them a bit of a scare down there. So.
Yep. For sure. Until there's a vaccine, I'm telling you. Anyway.
Anywho.
So Craig, you got any stories? Anything fun that's happened lately with you?
Oh no, those are the fun things. It was the Jim Cuddy concert, but I mean, my life has almost been exclusively work and you, and I feel like I'd have more stories if we were able to get out and about. But
I know.
so
I know. It's true.
yeah,
Anyway.
this is my fun now.
Yes.
This is my
fun.
fun.
Too.
Laura Lang says sensible, sociable folks, and I will take that as a time for a sociable.
Oh, me too.
Sociable folks.
Sociable.
Have a drink of your water there, honey. So if everybody wants to share their Halloween stories, Lara's the first one. I'm going to drive my kid to work while the other hangs with his buddies for Halloween. Please, let's have a Halloween FaceTime. I think there's going to be lots of folks
That'd be fun.
dressing up and lots of video content generated from that. So.
Yes. Yes. Now, Craig, when you were a kid, what is the costume that stands out for you?
The costume that stands out for me, there's I guess there's two. There's one like my mom handmade my brother and I superhero costumes, like
Aw.
completely from scratch.
Aw, who were
Where she
you?
bought patterns and she sewed them all together. I was Batman, and my brother was Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So she did the whole thing. She made capes and little cowls and all that. And then for my brother, she had the big S on the chest. My second favorite
Aw.
is I dressed up as a Jawa, and my mother made me a big black cloak.
What's a Jawa?
So the little sand people.
Is it Star Wars?
Like a little, teeny.
Is it Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Okay.
I should have led with that. Everybody else out there probably knew what I was talking about.
Okay.
But I blackened my face with some charcoal, like actual charcoal,
Mm-hmm.
and then I took an old set of rims from some glasses, and I affixed little tiny light bulbs that I painted red to the glass, to the edges of the glasses.
Yep.
And then I had a battery in my pocket, and then I had wires coming down, and I could turn the lights on my glasses, so it looked like I had little red lights for eyes.
That's
And
amazing.
I would just turn that on in my pocket when I went up to houses. So.
That's amazing. Do you know what I did with my best friend Marcella? We were like, "What should we do for Halloween?
Do I know this?
What should we do for Halloween?" And we were sitting in her house in her living room, and her mother had these great big red orange doilies, like these massive, made out of like yarn.
Yeah.
So we decided to be Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Ah, yes,
we put
yes,
those
yes,
on our heads.
Hey, you get your inspiration.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah.
We were cute. Yeah.
And Sean recalls that you were Moira last Halloween. I was Johnny
Yes.
Rose, and you were Moira Rose. That
yes,
was fun.
that was a lot of fun. I think we terrified the guy who was on our show.
Yeah,
though.
we had Jason James
Yeah.
on the show, and we freaked him out a little bit because when he showed up, we were all dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. I was so in character. It was very
So
fun.
for story content, Mary Beth is having to lean on her driving for FedEx experience. Could do a whole show on some of that crazy awesomeness. So glad to see you've been keeping yourself busy with some fun delivery adventures. So if you've got any funny stories that you can tell,
Yes.
feel free.
Yes.
But she does say, pro tip, you want your parcels delivered to make sure your house number is clearly visible from the street.
See? There you go.
That is a big pet peeve. I don't know how many times I've taken Dara or Kayla somewhere, like over to a friend's house or whatever.
Can't find the number.
And you can't find the number.
Mm-hmm.
So you sometimes you have to kind of get up and walk up to the house. And
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so yeah, I agree. Make sure your street number is visible.
That's important.
Yeah.
That is important.
I lived like my story about the homemade costumes. I haven't thought about it in a while.
Yeah.
So.
It was fun. Of course, I was the proverbial ghost.
Yes.
Yes. And I was a cowgirl. I enjoyed being that, having that costume.
Yeah.
I didn't. It wasn't really. It was all my clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Pull it
I
out
was
of your
in grade
closet.
6. Yeah, I love that outfit.
Jim Kinney dressed up for work today. He was a firefighter. He was Mr.
Aw.
July 2020 in the firefighter pinup calendar. So
How fun!
photos, or it didn't happen.
What's that? Photos.
I'm asking
Oh, we
for
want to see photos.
So were you like a pinup firefighter? So were you shirtless with a hat and suspenders and some firefighters pants?
Yeah, let's see it, Jim.
So
Let's see it.
Pam says she's going to be a sexy witch for Halloween while she's at work.
How come I don't see any of these comments?
I would love to see that, Pam.
Honey,
Sexy Pam.
why don't I see any of these comments?
You don't see comments?
No, none.
Really?
Not anymore. Nothing.
No. I guess I'm lucky.
Aww.
Oh.
Read them out so I know what's going on.
Well, I have been.
Okay, keep
Yeah,
going.
Jim wants to know if you can attach a pic. Actually, you can post pics in the comments. I can't get them to show up on the screen, but everyone else can enjoy them.
Okay.
So anyway,
Very
Pam
good.
says she's going to send a picture. Perfect. So,
Great.
Yeah, we got some people taking us up on our little social media challenges here.
That's
so.
fun. That is very fun.
And Sean is asking for the corn brand story yet again.
I'll tell it.
Yeah.
I might tell the seagull story.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, he wants that too. We do tell a lot of
That's
stories.
a good story.
But we also play some music. Would you like to entertain this lovely group of people with another song?
Sure. Absolutely. So this next song is there's no story behind it. We just like it.
Oh, Mary Beth has a tip. She says, "Touch the top of your phone. You've turned the comments off.
What?
You may have to hand your phone to me.
More?
It won't make for good television, but I can certainly give it a try.
Yeah. Can you do something?
I'm going to just reach over. We're going to break the magic of television. That's how close we are.
Can you fix it?
Oh yeah, look at that comments.
See? What, did I turn it off?
I don't know. That is something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go back and out and back in for you.
Mm-hmm.
If I can figure that out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you.
We'll see. We'll see if I can make this work. So here you go. Try it now.
Thank you.
That's good television.
Or slide your comments on or off left. Oh, see, I'm getting them now. I got that.
She's reading the
my folks dressed
suggestion
me
on
up
how to
as a
fix her
cigarette
problem.
girl when I was 7. Oh my God. Okay, I got them.
Your problem is obviously fixed if you're reading the suggestions.
Thanks,
on how to fix your
everybody.
problem.
Thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
That is great. And of course, Steph and I had those costumes when you're little with the plastic masks.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You always have a ton
The
of those.
best. Oh my God, the best. The best costume was. I wish you had a picture of this. When we were young, our grandmother wore a wig. She lost a lot of her hair when she was in her 40s, and she just wore she wore wigs, and she wore brown wigs, like dark brown wigs.
Yep.
And she'd wear them for a while, and she was a very stylish woman. And once she got tired of them, or they started to look maybe a little old, she'd get rid of them. And a lot of the time, she'd give them to me and Steph because it was fun to put wigs on when you're little, like
For some.
middle-aged lady wigs on her head. So
See,
anyway,
that's the part where you lost me.
yes. So my mom did the same thing. My mom made clown costumes for me and Steph out of old sheets, like they were striped sheets, and she put big buttons on them.
Appropriate
and she did the ruffles here and the ruffle here, and our faces were she put our faces white, and we wore my grandmother's brown wigs.
Yeah, I wish I could put the picture up. I know we've actually put it up on the show in the past.
Oh my God, it's so funny now when I look back. We thought we looked like clowns because, well, we were wearing wigs, but we had Mama's wigs on our heads. It's very funny. I think I was 5 and Steph was, no, I would have been 6 and Steph would have been 4.5. Like, it's hysterical.
Oh, look at all the wig comments are coming out here. So Todd and Stacy. Hey, Todd and Stacy.
Hey, Todd and Stacy.
Stacy says it's fun to put wigs on now.
There you go.
Yeah, I will admit I'm getting to that point where I could probably have more fun than I've had in a long time with a wig. Sean is saying he did buy you a wig for your birthday.
That's right.
He
Sean
totally did.
bought me a wig, and I'm going to use it soon on the show.
Yep.
And
Leanne's got a Halloween comment. This year, she plans on watching some scary movies and trying not to be too much of a scaredy cat. Hopefully, I'll be able to fall asleep without seeing ghosts.
Yes.
That's happened to me certainly when I was younger, but now I've got such a steady diet of horror films that really doesn't affect me. So, hey, Leanne, I bet Leanne over on the Thirsty Thursday show.
And watch them. What? I saw another comment here. Mary Beth, Holy Mary, Mother God. So our grandmother, when we go for drives when we were little, and our grandmother would come with us. There were 5 of us, me, Mom and Dad, me and Steph, and Mama would sit in the middle. And anytime, right, Steph? Anytime we went anywhere, Mom and Dad and Mama said the rosary. And Steph and I would get so unbelievably bored that we'd fall asleep or pretend to fall asleep. So anyway, that's what that is. Holy Mary,
you
Mother
have to
God.
read Steph's comment. She's actually going to be a clown on Saturday. Different wig, though.
Okay, different wig. Okay.
Yeah, smart move, Steph.
Hysterical.
Upgrade the wig. And Todd does make a great point with his head of hair or lack thereof.
Right. Right.
Wigs are his friend. You know what, Todd? I've seen photos of you with hair that you showed me from your past. It'd be fun to see you with hair now. So make that happen. I'm sure.
I'd love to see that too.
I'm sure you'll be wigging it up for Halloween, so we'll be looking out for some Facebook photos. Grant Howard says it's the drummer from that famous band, the McQueens. It's the famous keyboard player from the McQueens. Actually, we have a lot of folks from the McQueens, including the McQueens, watching tonight, and I miss you all. I miss playing with you guys.
Craig does miss you guys.
Yeah, I do. I miss playing. I mean, we've been playing a bit more lately, but I mean, I wasn't playing anything.
Monday.
We weren't playing any music, and I missed it. Yeah, such an important part of our lives. So,
yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Bessie
Isaac
says my parents did too when we went for a drive. See, there you go.
Yeah. Isaac says he had a backless dress on. Had to tell one guy where my eyes are, and the other one said I had a big back for a woman, and was for Halloween. So, Isaac, that's your fault for wearing a backless dress.
There you go.
Yep, you reap what you sow, my friend. So, and Liz says happy Halloween to everyone.
Happy Halloween.
All right, so this next song, this is a song that I know I've heard. I can't remember if, and Chris and Liv, maybe you can comment. I don't know if I've heard you guys cover this song before on your acoustic duo sets when you've been out and about. But if so,
I think they've done it, and I remember Allie, one of my students, did it.
Yep.
That's where I first heard it, and it's just a good song.
Yeah.
Yep. So, hope you like it, everybody. It's called "The Night We Met." Maybe they met on Halloween.
Ah.
What the hell I'm supposed to do? And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. I had all and then most of you, some of you, none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Oh, take me back to the night we met. When the night was full of terror and your eyes were filled with tears. When you had not touched me yet. Oh, take me back to the night we met. I had all and then most of you, some of now, none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met.
Such a fun song.
It was very Halloween-y. Did you
Yeah.
pick up on that?
Oh yeah, I did.
See? Ghost, haunted.
Oh yeah.
See?
There we go. Well played. Well played. Well played.
Night was full of terror.
Yep. That was the line
That's
I
our
liked.
Halloween song. So there you go.
Yep.
We're very much in the spirit.
Yes, we are. Pauline Brown is also in the spirit. She says, "Have an awesome Halloween, everyone."
Aw, thanks, Pauline.
And your mom says, "Remember when Mamere choked you using her seatbelt? Ha ha!
Oh my God.
Please, do tell."
Well, so I was in the front seat, and so it was me. This back in the 80s, everybody. So Dad,
Picture it.
picture it. Dad, Steph, and me.
Kennebecasis Valley in the 80s.
Kennebecasis Valley, 1979 Zephyr.
Of course.
So it was probably like 1982, 83, I'm guessing. So Dad driving, Steph in the middle, me in the passenger seat, and then the back seat were Mama and Papa,
Yep.
my grandparents, my mom's parents, and my mother. So we went. I don't know where we went, but we'd always go places, right? Did all
like
these
like people do.
little road trips like people do. And Mamea was getting out of the car, and we had the seatbelt strapped in
Yes.
to me,
Mm-hmm.
and she used the seatbelt to hoist herself out of the car. And I was going, Mamea, Mamea.
And I'm sure it sounded just like that.
It did. She choked me. It was hysterical.
It's a little scary.
Yeah,
you could scare kids with that voice.
Could I?
I think so.
I had little seatbelt burns on my neck where she pulled herself up. It was very funny. And I remember, too, telling my it's kind of Halloween-y, telling my Mamea, I was little. I think I was 4 or 5, but I remember saying it. I remember driving past a graveyard and saying, Mamea, that's where you're going to be soon.
Lovely.
She proved me wrong. She lived till she was, 96? So, and she was like not 70 then. She was probably thinking, good Lord.
Out of the mouth of
child.
babe. So you got some fun comments. So yes, McQueen's do that song. So yes, that is where we heard that tune. We love it when you guys do covers. You guys have an awesome sound that's very conducive to songs like that, especially those kind of haunting tunes. And Pam says that she always gets goosebumps when you sing.
Thanks. Pam is my cousin.
Yes, cousin Pam.
Thanks, guys.
And Leanne says, you are amazing, Andrea, and very talented.
Thanks, Leanne.
Aw.
Thank you.
Now, Todd says it's a Game of Thrones song. So
Didn't know that.
Was that song on Game of Thrones?
Maybe.
Huh. Do tell. Tell us more,
That's
Todd.
kind of cool.
Heidi says that song's new to her. She liked it. So that's fun when we get to share some new tunes.
Replying to Charlie, or probably replying to Sean. What did Sean say? Because Charlie said, you sound like you were possessed.
With that voice.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that
when
one.
you were talking to the mayor. Yeah. So maybe that'll help you get over your Esther Cox fear. Is if you pretend to be her.
No, don't say it.
Oh, I see what you mean, Todd. The night is dark and full of terrors. That is a Game of Thrones quote. I remember that. That was the red. Was her name
Todd.
the Red Witch or whatever her name was?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
I can't believe I got through that whole series.
Was
Remember,
awesome.
we started it once, and I'm like, it's too much. We turned it off for like a year.
And then we came back to it.
We came back to it.
And Pam says she always loves your stories. I'm assuming that everybody loves your stories because that's kind of half and half stories and music here. So you're getting what you paid for here tonight, folks. A double dose of lots of songs, but lots of stories.
Oh, it's so good to be here. It is so good to be here.
And Julia's got a great, she says, don't forget to wish your father a happy birthday because that's coming up. And we're going to be talking about that a little.
Well, yeah.
But I love that Julia knows.
Yes, Julia, you are on the ball.
Yeah, Julia's on the ball. So we're going to be on the ball. We're going to be talking about Ernie in just a little bit.
Ernie and Joanne. Don't worry, Sean. That seagull story's coming.
Yeah.
Can't believe you didn't sleep through the episodes. I didn't. I don't think I ever slept through Game of Thrones.
He's referring to your propensity for sleeping through incredible television content.
That could.
Todd, that trend continues to this day. So don't you worry. But I think if it's terrifying enough, and she found Game of Thrones to be quite scary, it keeps you awake.
Yeah, it kept me awake. So. Yeah. And there were some really gross parts too.
And Molly says, "Hi, miss you too. At least made it for some of the live show.
Yeah, thanks, Molly.
We're glad that you joined us,
Very
even
glad.
mid-episode. There's certainly lots of entertainment to be had. So jump on in the conversation, and if you've got a fun Halloween story to share, or just what you've been up to since we were last live, feel free to chime in. Tonight's kind of like freeform.
Since at Halloween you always buy candy, and
I eat it.
Yes.
And then you buy more candy?
Yes.
Let's pick up from there.
Well, you know what I did?
What?
I bought candy for Craig this year, but I hid
candy.
it. I hid it, didn't I?
I found it.
No, you didn't.
You didn't hide it.
I hid it. Where did you find it?
Where did I find it?
Where?
You mean the closet directly across from the pantry?
Moved it. It's not there anymore. It's hidden again.
But aren't you proud of me? I didn't empty it.
There's 3 places. There are 3 places.
Oh, my goodness.
But you did have some, didn't you?
I did? No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay.
I've been good.
Good for you.
But, that's how, she has to have 3 hiding places for me. That's how bad I am. And I know there's lots of people out here who can relate. Halloween candy around the house is just far too irresistible. So it's like you buy a box for yourself, you buy a box for the kids. Mm-hmm. Now, we're getting a lot of requests for the seagull story.
Yep. I'm going to tell it right after I sing this song.
So you're in luck, Sean and Pam, and everyone else who's requested the seagull story.
Yeah.
That apparently will be coming up.
I hope Mom and Dad are still watching. Mom and Dad, are you guys still watching?
I assume you guys are comfortably relaxing in your living room.
I hope so, because sometimes Mom gets kicked off Facebook or something happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you're all still with us and you don't get kicked off Facebook. And I know we haven't done this in a little while, but I'm going to just quickly plug, our tip link. If you're feeling so inclined and you feel like leaving us a tip, I've been putting the link up occasionally there up on the screen. We do have a couple of ways you can leave a tip. You can head on over to streamlabs.com/myliving-room-live, and then you can enter in a tip there. The fun extra bonus about using this site is you get a message that you can type in there, and it shows up embedded in the stream for everyone to see. And there's a fun little animation of a kitty cat and a little sound effect. So it makes us very happy when we receive a tip, but it's very fun when it comes in via streamlabs.com/myliving-room-live. It is very safe, but if you're more of a PayPal person, you can head on over to paypal.me/myliving-room-live. I don't think that it'll show up in the stream, but if you're so inclined, you can head on over there too. So I'll just occasionally put those links up on the screen. We've committed to always be doing the show for free, which we always will. However, we're never going to say no to a tip. So if you like the entertainment and you feel like tossing something in the old tip jar, feel free. Feel free.
Thanks, Craig.
Oh, and your mom is
she's there.
Still here.
Good.
Go.
Wonderful. Oh, Beth is here. Hey, Beth.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a couple songs left.
Yep.
I feel very stimulated right now in my head.
Are you good to keep going for a little while?
Yep.
Okay, you just give me the sign. And that
will.
sign, I don't want that sign to be falling over.
I'll just walk away.
You just walk away.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
So this song is called okay. So the next two songs kind of go together a little bit.
Okay.
Because some of you may or may not know, it's my dad's birthday on Halloween. And growing up...
Every year, no less.
Every year. But growing up, I mean, he loved having his birthday on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
He'd scare kids, and kids just loved him. Honestly, kids would come over, knock on the door, and say, "Can Ernie come out and play?" Like, kids would come and ask our dad to go out and, like, just play with them.
Guy had a rep.
Yeah, it was so good. He's such a great man.
It's great to have a good rep with the kids.
Yes.
That's a sign of a good man.
He is. He was a good man. He'd take them in the garden and do things like that. But anyway, so this song is a country song. And, I grew up on country music, big time. And so this song made me, not the content, but the genre made me think of my dad. So anyway, so this song is a Crystal Gayle song. What do you know about Crystal Gayle?
She has long, long hair?
She does. I don't know if it's still that long.
No, she did, but that's kind of...
That was her thing.
That was her thing.
Yeah.
Me growing up, I mean, that was like when you see a photo of her, you're like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that lady's got long hair.
Yeah, Steph loved Crystal Gayle.
Yep.
She wanted to be called Crystal. Or Priscilla. Steph loved those two names.
But what I didn't know until I met you was her family relations.
Mm-hmm. Who's she sister to?
Okay, hopefully I won't get this wrong. Is it Loretta Lynn?
Yes, it is.
And I had no awareness. I just found out like 4 or 5 years ago.
When we were in Nashville,
yeah.
I think you found
Yeah, it was when we were in Nashville. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, Crystal Gayle song. This song was released in 1978. It was a hit on both the country and the pop charts. Did you know that?
No.
And it was nominated for Country Music Association Award for Song of the Year. It didn't win. But her song, Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue...
Which is not the song we're doing.
No. But it won the same year. Now, she didn't write it, but the song won.
Yeah.
But I'm sure her singing it didn't hurt.
No.
You know?
Yeah, having someone like Crystal Gayle sing your songs is a good thing.
Yeah, Heidi says, I wanted Crystal Gayle hair when I was a kid. So did Steph. I didn't, because I'm always like this. How do you go to the bathroom with all that hair? It can't be clean.
You must have to tie it up or something.
I remember thinking, even as a child, I was thinking, that can't be clean.
Yeah.
Steph wanted it, though. I wonder if Steph's still there. See, Laura Lang, she loved her hair, too.
Yep.
So this song is called Talkin' in Your Sleep. Pam wanted it, too. Well, there you go. So this is just a good old hurtin' country song But it's one of those. And then Steph played Priscilla. I know, Charlie. She always wanted to be called Priscilla.
Everything is connected.
Everything's connected.
Yep.
So yes, I did love this song growing up, and it's just a fun song.
And Steph is still
Sing.
here.
Yay! Hi, Steffi.
And Constance says, yes, definitely imagine the knots.
Yeah, absolutely.
My hair was pretty long, and I cut my hair not that long ago. I couldn't stand it as long as
Oh,
it
my
was. Now,
God.
you guys didn't get a chance
Craig's
to see
hair
it
was so long.
what is at its longest, because I got it cut in September.
September the 19th. We had to do it that day because we had to go to a memorial service, and I couldn't handle the drive. So
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Ooh. So,
Anyway,
we digress, as we often do. However, we do get back to some good music, which we are about to do now.
oh yeah, with a fun effect too.
With talking in your fun effect.
Fun effect on the piano.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? All right. Well, then I'll let you take it away. You'll surprise even me.
3:00 in the morning, and it looks like it's gonna be another sleepless night. I've been listening to your dreams and getting very low, wondering what I can do. Maybe I'm being foolish, 'cause I haven't heard you mention anybody's name at all. How I wish I could be sure it's me that turns you on. Each time you close your eyes, I've heard it said that dreamers never lie. You've been talking in your sleep, sleeping in your dreams with some sweet lover, holding on too tight, loving her the way you used to love me. Talking in your sleep, loving on your mind. Maybe I'm being foolish, 'cause I haven't heard you mention anybody's name at all. How I wish I could be sure it's me that turns you on. Each time you close your eyes, I've heard it said that dreamers never lie. You've been talking in your sleep, sleeping in your dreams with some sweet lover, holding on so tight, loving her the way you used to love me. Talking in your sleep with loving on your mind. You've been talking in your sleep. There we go.
Beautiful.
I've always loved that song, and I forgot about it. I think we were listening to an old country radio station, and when we were in New Brunswick with Dad, and I heard it, and I put it in my notes, and I saw it, and I'm like, there you go.
See, I love that you're doing that now. You
Yep.
hear a song, boop, put it in your notebook.
Yep.
And bingo bango. Your Aunt Linda says, beautiful and beautiful song.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Julia says, where'd it go? Are you two talking in your sleep about love?
Could be.
You haven't talked in your sleep in a little while, but when she does, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Unintelligible. But I will assume that those sounds she makes, she's talking to me about love.
Well, we haven't even been able to sleep in the same bed in over a week now.
Well, now you're getting personal.
Yeah, but it's kind of sad. So,
It is sad.
It is sad.
You want to share that with everybody?
I just shared it with the world.
Yes, you
Yes.
certainly did.
Well, it's just because if I wake up in the night, which I do every night,
Yeah.
dizzy and sick,
Yeah.
it's just better for Craig so he can work the
So I
next
can
day.
work in the morning. Just because she, you know what she likes to do? She likes to watch the television at full blast.
Don't turn it up full blast.
It sounds like full blast when you're asleep.
Well, both you and Ryman make sounds when you sleep, so I have to turn up the volume
Oh, boy.
a bit.
Anyway, whew, that took a
Anyway.
turn, didn't it? Let's get back to the comments. Your mom says, beautiful, Andrea. Liz Dudden says, nice to see you both
Oh,
again.
it's good to be back. Thanks, Liz.
Peter Light says, nice. And Pam says, love this. And let's see, more hair comments, FYI, from Jim Kinney. Her hair still appears to be very long, and I think she has gotten more beautiful with age.
Aw.
You're talking about Andrea, right, Jim?
Ah.
And Avon says, absolutely beautiful voice. I missed you.
Aw,
We
thanks,
missed you
Avon.
too.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, remember you started joining us not that long ago, and we're so sad that we kind of had to take a bit of a break for a while just after you discovered us. But we're glad that you've come back. So welcome,
Yeah.
everyone's welcome.
Yes, everybody.
Everyone's welcome
I love
here in
that
the living
our viewers they were up to like past 50, down to 38. People get bored. Look,
Yeah, people have lives. That's
people
all right.
have lives too.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So we always appreciate your time and your attention.
We do.
You know, there's so many other things you could be doing right now on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And because we haven't been on your radar, I mean, you probably found other things you could do on a
I
Wednesday
sound
night.
like the mean one now.
So we are so glad.
I love that you just ignored that.
What? Not the mean one. Laura Lang says, sounds so beautiful. Heather says, so pretty.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, my goodness. And
So-
Jim says, what a gorgeous voice you have. I have forgotten like butter.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jim. Oh, so this is kind of funny. I see this. Very nice. My sister didn't have to worry. Both husbands were named. They must have had the same name. That's hysterical.
Hey, look, that happens.
Yep. Yeah, had the same first name.
Yep, that
That's so
happens.
sweet.
And Pam says that she hasn't heard that in a long time. Yeah, we're glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Missed you all.
Liv thinks our little inside stories, our oversharing is cute. So
Well, there you go.
there you go.
What are you going to do? What are you going to
And,
do? It feels so good to be here with you guys.
And Jim, he picked up on what I was putting down, and he went with it. He says, Andrea is beautiful inside and out. So
Thank you.
So yeah. So what are we doing having lives during COVID? He's asking of everybody out there. You know, people have for some folks have come up with a whole new way of living their life, and you definitely count yourself among them. In that you've kind of had to. Nothing's really
Nothing
the same
is
for
the
you.
same.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yes, we get it. And Mary Beth, we missed you too.
Ah.
Yeah, and look, Julius, do not forget
Oh,
me.
Julia.
Julia's been here since the
You
beginning.
know what?
She's
Julia is our number one fan.
Number one fan. She's
Along
been
with
with
my
us.
mother and father
Yep.
and sister.
Yeah.
Julia, you are amazing. Julia and I have a chat. We chat every Tuesday, and I look forward to it every week. We get caught up, and
And I've been so busy at work. Like normally, I was able to sneak away and kind of have a chat with her too. But work, it's been
at
crazy.
least you saw her yesterday.
Yeah, I got to see you for like 2 seconds yesterday, Julie. It was nice to see you.
That was great. Well, okay. So before we do the last song,
Yeah, because it's that time of night. You know,
it's
we've been
that time. Is it an hour?
we've been on for an hour. And those of you who know, we do try our best to keep it to an hour, but occasionally we go a little over time, especially if folks are enjoying it and are still hanging out with us. And,
Oh, I
a
wanna
lot of you
mention-
still are. So thank
Craig,
you so
I
much.
want to
for it.
mention something.
Yes, please do.
When all this crap of COVID is over,
Call it what it is.
we are inviting everyone who watches our show to our house. We're having a huge party.
If you're driving distance and you're COVID
If
free
you're not, you can fly when COVID's
and you're
done.
vaccinated.
And you're vaccinated. We might take your temperature. Just joking.
Oh, we can't wait. We can't wait till we don't have to worry about that stuff anymore, in which case, yes, we're definitely going to have everybody over,
Yeah.
have lots of music, lots of laughs. Liv is in, I believe.
There we go. Yes.
So,
Okay. Big time. Big time
Absolutely.
party. We won't have any money because I haven't worked really since March.
yeah.
But
And
we're
no
gonna
one's
have
even
fun.
seen our new house yet.
It's so
We
weird.
moved during this pandemic. Can you believe that?
moved.
We moved.
This year's been so brutal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know we all feel it.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway, yes.
we're
we
certainly
don't,
not alone.
Yeah, we don't want to detract from the pain that everyone else
No.
is feeling out there.
Yep.
Because we know a lot of folks have been through a lot. So
Absolutely.
So a bit of what we do here is we try to bring a little bit of light and just kind of share in love. So I mean, there's certain things we don't talk about that are going on today, and that's not because we're ignoring it. It's because we want to be positive, and we want to be entertaining, and something that people can just kind of sometimes just forget about everything else that's going on in your life and just hang out and share stories and music. So. So we understand that some of you out there may be going through some stuff. So we certainly sharing that with you, and we've had some moments on the show where we've had to talk about lots of things that have been happening.
Oh yeah, like tonight.
So yeah, so our hearts certainly go out to anybody out there who's been affected by the pandemic, whether you've suffered from an illness, or whether you know someone who has, or maybe you've lost work, lost a job, or you're down on income.
All the above.
Or or whether you can't be with friends and family.
All the above.
We're checking all the boxes. So. Oh, there that. Lara says that Blaine Totten is going to fly everyone out. So
perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. Oh yeah, Constance is remedy something about seagulls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
What?
I'm surprised that Sean wasn't the one who.
Maybe he's not even here. He's probably like this. She forgot. I'm leaving. Sean, if you're still watching, I'm going to tell the seagull story.
Yeah.
He does. He has an announcer's voice.
Absolutely.
Okay, so everyone,
I'm glad you enjoy my dulcet tone.
Here's the seagull story.
All right.
It's kind of long, so I'm not going to make it too long, and I hope I don't lose too many people. So, Steph and I are at Mount A. The year is 1994.
Picture it. Sackville, New Brunswick.
No, it's 1993. Meningitis breaks out in our residence. Now, mind you, it's 2 floors up, but Steph and I, being Steph and me,
I think you need to play some ambient music underneath this little story.
we were terrified. Terrified. I'm like this. Obviously, we're going to get it. We're going to die. Oh, my God, we got to go home. And it was around exam time. So, of course, I went to all my profs at the conservatory. I'm like, I'm going home. There's meningitis. I'm leaving. And they're like, okay. I'm like,
and this gets to seagulls, right?
Yes. I'll see you soon. So Steph and I hopped a bus, the SMT. Remember the SMT bus?
Yes.
Hopped a bus from Sackville to St. John. It took like a long time because we got the last bus out of there. And we hit a storm, and we did like the milk run route. So like they stopped like every 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, it was fine. We were on the bus. There was actually a guy playing guitar on the bus.
Aww.
But the bus driver got upset because he was too loud. It was just a hysterical bus ride.
That's usual for a New Brunswick bus driver to be upset about music.
Sean's here.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we got to St. John, and Mom and Dad were there, and Dad was holding Mom, and Mom was crying because she's emotional. I've kind of inherited that. But anyway, We're like, oh my God, they're here. And we're like, oh, it's so good to be home. We're finally home. Thank God we're home. So anyway, we get in the car, and Mom's like, it's so good to see you girls. And Mom always says this, isn't it, Ernie? Well, of course, yes, Joanne. Yes, of course it is. So anyway, we're driving home. Steph and I are in the back seat. Mom and Dad in the front. And Mom goes, so I've had an interesting day. And Dad's like, you're going to tell those kids that story? And Mom's like, well, I have to just tell them a little bit. So your father needed some socks. So I went to Kmart this afternoon, girls. And it was kind of heartbreaking. And we're like this. Why? What happened, Mom? She's like, well, I parked the car, and I was in the parking lot. And I looked in the parking lot, and I saw a seagull. And it only had one leg. And anyway, Steph and I are like, oh my God, she's crazy. She's like, it only had one leg. And I felt so bad, I started to cry. So I did what any sane person would do. I got out of the car, and I tried to catch it. But it kept hopping away from me, and I felt so bad. So I got back in the car, and I drove to the nearest veterinarian office, and I ran in, and I was crying because I'm still crying because I felt so bad for that bird. So I ran in, and I asked them for a box. And the veterinarian people were like, oh my
veterinarian
God,
people.
You need a box.
Is that what you call my people?
Veterinarian people. They're like, you need a box. Mom's like, I need a box. They thought that she ran over an animal.
In the box?
They thought she ran over an animal because she couldn't even compose herself. So they threw a box at her, and she's like, thank you so much. So she drove back to Kmart. And so anyway, Mom's telling the story. Keep in mind, we're on our way back, and Dad kept going, jumping. And we're on our way back to our house from the bus terminal. And Mom was like, so I got back to the Kmart parking lot, and I tried to find that bird. And I couldn't find the bird. I couldn't find the
Dad goes, what were you going to do with that box anyway there, Joanne? What were you going to do? You never get a seagull in a box.
Well, Ernie, I couldn't because I couldn't find the seagull. And Steph and I were busting a gut. And then Dad goes,
Joanne, what did you think? Seagulls have wings. They can fly.
anyway, it was hysterical. So there's the seagull story.
A story about meningitis and getting socks at Kmart that eventually turns into the seagull story.
Yep. And we were so Steph and I were like, this is the best.
You do a great. You've improved. You've upped your game on your mom impression. You had Ernie down pat. You've just elevated your game on your Joanne impression.
Why, thanks.
Good on you. Wow.
Well, I'm glad. So anyway, Steph and I, of course, in the back seat, were laughing and crying because it was so good to be home. And, and Dad was getting upset with Mom.
What were you going to do with that box? Jumping, Joanne. A seagull has wings. They can fly.
So, anyway, it was very funny.
Yeah.
Just put a nice pin right on the end of that story.
Yep. So I can definitely hear you. The cadence of your mom's sobbing speech, you nailed it.
Yeah. Mom was quite upset.
Nailed it.
I wonder if she's still watching. Mom, do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Is she laughing? Is she crying?
Yeah.
Heidi.
Laura wants wind beneath my wings.
Yeah. Laura says you just do such a good Joanne and Ernie.
Oh, Mom.
Sharon says love an Andrea story.
Oh, hi, Sharon.
You'll get them in spades here.
Yeah.
On My Living Room Live. Yeah, folks are loving your impression. Of course, folks love your parents. Those who know them just know what
best people ever.
People they are.
Best people ever.
Yeah. Isaac, he was on an emotional roller coaster with you on that one.
And Cousins, I love that. Your mom is so compassionate. She is one of the most compassionate people I've ever known. She's pretty beautiful.
I hope not.
I hope not, because this is a song, our last song of the night. My dad is turning 82 on Halloween, and tell Craig based on my oh my God, yes, I did.
Okay, now we're gonna take that one offline, and we're gonna get her to tell me that one afterwards.
I told you already. Remember? She's working on an audiobook. I think she might be done that one now, but she's doing the voices in audiobook, and she based one of the
voices.
Remember?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I might have actually been either in the room when you guys were having a phone call about that. Yeah, that you were channeling a bit of Ernie there. So that's awesome.
Yeah, hysterical.
Yes.
Anyway,
we digress.
We digress. We have one more.
Let's get back to
one
Ernie.
more song. Yeah, so it's my dad's birthday on Halloween. He's turning 82. I wish beyond measure that I could be with him on his birthday. And I got sick, and I was hoping that I could just go home and spend the winter with Mom and Dad. And I haven't given up hope yet. You never know what can happen. But, there's Bella. She turned 17 this week. Everybody's getting old. So anyway.
I got a lot of gray hair throughout this whole.
So have I. So anyway, this is a song I just want to send out to my dad, and it's called Most of All. It's a Brandy Carlisle song, and
love us some Brandy.
Yeah, so I'd like to send this out to my dear dad. I hope you guys are still watching. I love you, Dad, and it chokes me up a little bit. So I hope you
can get through it.
Get through it.
Seen my father in some time, but his face is always staring back at me. His heavy hands hang at the ends of my arms, and my colors change like the sea. But I don't worry much about time lost. I'm not gunning for the dreams I couldn't find, 'cause he taught me how to walk the best that I can on the road I've left behind. But most of all, taught me how to fight, how to move across the line between the wrong and the right. When I'm turned out in the darkness and the pushing comes to shove, to remember what comes back when you give away your love. Give away your love. When you give your love away, give away your love. Give your love away. Give your love away. And remember what comes back to you. Give your love away. Oh, give your love away. And remember what comes back to you. I haven't seen my father in some time, but his face is always staring back at me. His heavy hands swing at the ends of my arms, and my colors change like the sea. Well, there we
Bravo,
go.
bravo. What a lovely song. God, I love this. I mean, I love Brandy Carlisle, but oh my goodness. And you got through it.
I got through it.
You're a little flushed, though,
Yeah.
for your dad.
Yeah. I love you, Dad. Happy
So-
birthday.
So, yeah, so hope you enjoyed that, Ernie. We love you both. And judging by the comments we've been seeing tonight, everybody out there loves you as well. And we certainly love everybody out there watching. We're so happy that that you came back. I know we were on a break, but hopefully you guys understand a little bit more that we wanted to come back, but
Yeah.
it was pretty near impossible for a while, and we just decided, you know what, we're going to just start making the plans to do it because we had a couple of moments where we almost planned to come back.
We did.
And then we kind of canceled just because you weren't feeling well, and we just scheduled it this time.
Yep.
And it really helps. It really means a lot to us that you guys are out there.
It
and
sure does.
hanging out with us here tonight, and we're certainly feeling the love.
It sure does, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll take all your thoughts and warm fuzzies and prayers. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, we're getting a little mushy at the end, but those of you who watch the show know that we get a little mushy. And speaking of mushy, Laura says full of shivers, just beautiful. Andrea and Craig, the two of you really matter to all of us here watching, harmonizing here at home, while one sleeps and the other does math. You are part of their lives too. Now that,
aw,
whew.
it's beautiful, Laura.
It's beautiful.
That is really beautiful.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
It means a lot. We've been very disconnected from the world. Part of it is, of course, to disconnect, but part of it, being a voluntary one. We talked about that a little bit, and it's been hard being without everybody. So we're happy to get back and do this again.
Yep.
So
Absolutely. Yep. And thanks for all the birthday wishes for my dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aunt Linda. Thank you, everybody. It's good to be back, and I feel good. I feel good.
good, you made it through.
Made it through.
Made it through. You had a couple of moments where you weren't quite sure, but you made it through.
I did.
Yeah. So almost time to retire and move east after 32 years in Ontario. So we hear you, Jim. It's one of those things that this time more than ever has made us miss the Maritimes, and not just because of the bubble. It's the people.
It's always been the people, but
It's always been the people, but we miss people in general right now, and we miss everybody back home, and we miss all of our Facebook friends and our bandmates, and of course all of you out there watching. Liv says that she hopes that you're feeling better soon. Hope it's nothing serious. Yeah, us too. For sure. So we appreciate that you guys are sending some thoughts here. And Joanne and Rick Mills enjoyed your show. Beautiful singing. Glad you're back. Charlie says he's glad that we're back.
thanks.
We're
guys.
glad to be back.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your support. Woody says love it. Thanks, guys. Great show. Lots of love. Welcome back and love. So, yeah. Now we should probably end. We gotta bring it up here a little
Yes.
bit.
Yes.
So we're gonna be back next week, darn it.
We will be here.
As Peter Light says, see you soon. I think he's talking about the fact that he's going to come by and pick up his light stand.
Yes.
But we're going to use that as a see you soon because we're going to be back here next Wednesday.
We'll be back.
We're going to commit to being back, barring, of course, any major changes in your health status.
No, we'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Yeah. Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Yeah, we look forward to
Wonderful.
having you again. So, as always, Andrea's been taking notes, and if you've got any song suggestions, feel free to
anytime.
just post them in chat. She goes
Yep.
through and she makes little notes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Anytime you hear something and you're like, oh, it'd be fun to hear them do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy at all.
All right, everybody. Well, have a wonderful week. Happy Halloween.
Absolutely.
Stay safe. Wear a mask. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep